Hello, hello. I hope this is working. I hope we are good to go here. Let me go ahead and just double check to make sure that we are going on both. It looks like we're live on Twitch, and then let me just double check to see if we're live on YouTube as well. Let's see. Does not look like YouTube is live yet. Let's take. Oh, there we go. We are live. I forgot to put a picture up in this one, but that's all right. Let's go ahead and open up the live center. That is awesome. That is awesome. So here we are, and we're getting started. So yeah, exciting times. Hey, Taze, how you doing? Good to see you. So looks like we've got this all figured out. We're on Mr. Inquiry Plays on both of them, which is fantastic. So let's go ahead and get started here with our game, and just make sure that everything is good to go. I'm doing well. How are you? Can you hear me? So at the beginning of the game, you can actually you can just die. So if you can starve to death, if you sit there and try to mess around with different things, different settings, and all of that. All right, so we are here. Our first levels, as soon as we fall into the mines of Moria, is to gather wood, press C to craft, and then after that, so here's some wood scraps right here, and then yeah, we're gonna go ahead and craft this up. Now, probably tomorrow we are gonna go ahead and start to explore the next expansion. I didn't have time today to buy it or to do anything really with it, so I wanted to go ahead and just hop on and talk about the fact that it's going to be here. All right, super cool game. You've been grinding today? What have you been grinding? All right, so let's make sure we collect these resources as we walk on up. So in the Durin's folk, you can go ahead and get out of the mines, which is really cool. All right, so we can go ahead and build a simple pickaxe, which is awesome. Tunnel a way out. So we're going to have to tunnel a way out of there. And let's just see if there's some more metal fragments and stuff around that we can use. So there's some more metal fragments there. And so we need to tunnel our way through. This game is one of my favorites right now. Absolutely love it. I'm so excited that there is the expansion, and really excited to be covering it. You've been grinding Roblox. What are you playing on Roblox these days? All right, now we have to craft again, which is C. We're going to do the simple pickaxe. Craft that. And then we'll be able to start digging through here. Yeah, it looks like it's probably going to be coming back. I hope it comes back without any, what do you call it? Without any, like, lucky loot or anything. All right, so we are through. That's right, we are not alone. So we're going to be getting into a little scuffle here. So I'm going to go ahead and craft the oaken shield, which we have enough supplies now. And so we'll be able to go ahead and put that on torch, simple pickaxe, improvised axe as well. We have enough for that. So we're out of cloth scraps, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and switch some of our items around, though, kind of how I would like for them to be. All right, so I'd like for my axe and my shield to be over here. Pickaxe is probably 3, and then 4 will be torch. So let's go ahead and get our first axe, and then our let's get out of here, oaken shield ready to go. You returned to Pet Sim. I think I heard that you had returned to Pet Sim. That's cool. Okay, so you have to satisfy our hunger as well. I don't know if I saw any mushrooms over here. No, I think mushrooms are over here. I think I saw them as I walked through. All right, so yeah, there's mushrooms along those walls, which we're going to have to satisfy here. And here's Eric the Raven, which is kind of guides us through all of these quests. All right, so we can satisfy hunger now. Let's go ahead and get to our backpack. And then these mushrooms are going to be quite important for right now. So let's go ahead and put them in 5. All right, so hunger has been satisfied. Let's collect these as well. So really, really cool. You feel like you're in the world of J.R.R. Tolkien when you play this game. So the new update is for pretty much all of the different gaming platforms, which is super cool.
Are you from our camp?
And the winds. I am Arak, son of Arak. Yours is the only friendly face here.
What happened to the rest of camp?
The voice acting is crazy.
A curse. Ill curse. It blocks me.
Could you search for a way out? And for any other survivors?
I will search. You go east. See what you can find. I will fly to you when I come.
All right, so there goes Eric flying away. You can really just kind of bump up the mood here into these areas with these, what are they called? With the braziers. Really, really nice lighting in this game, and it's super cool to see it. So in this area, we still probably want to collect the wood scraps, the metal fragments, and other things that we can. Here's a few more. Oh, this is a... All right, so we're honoring the fallen dwarf here, and so they give us a hero's token. We'll take the mushrooms. I can build a memorial flame now. And let's go ahead and see what else we can grab here quickly before we continue on. Yeah, this is a survival game, so it's definitely like 99 Nights in the Forest. 99 Nights in the Forest is a pretty good survival game. We'll be covering that on this channel as well. So this is going to be kind of survival games and other things like that. So kind of putting some of the stuff up that I'll be covering with full-length videos on lives and other things like that in the early days of this live or of this channel. So appreciate the likes, appreciate the subs on this channel. Love to get to up to 1,000 relatively quickly. So we'll see how fast we can do it. So, all right, so we need to dig through again. So let's go ahead and get out our simple pickaxe and we'll start to dig. All right. Got some stone. Dawn is at hand, so the night is over with. All right, let's go ahead and grab this stuff. So this is one of the areas that we learn how to build. Building around and making sure you have plenty of wood to build is quite important. So you build quick. Are those stones to... No, those are stones to dig. Okay. So you build quick by pressing V and then kind of getting your platform up, climbing up. And then, is this enough? Not quite enough. Oh, that is nice. Okay. So here we are, and doesn't look like there's anything down there. So roll to make us land nice and soft. I think you take damage if you don't do that from that jump, so you're supposed to kind of use those to get on down as well. Let's go ahead and dig through this one too. Rafika and Kalamo, what are those from? All right, here we go. So we're out of this. I don't think there's anything up there. It doesn't look like it. All right, so this, I believe, is going to be our next cutscene. And I think we might be getting into some battles here. Let's see if we can find any of the braziers. So here is the Doors of Durin. Our goal is complete. Let's go ahead and take a look.
The doors of Durin. What is wrong with it? I've never seen rooms with such shadow. No wonder we couldn't get it open from the other side.
All right, explore until Eric returns is our new goal. And so we made our goal here. Doesn't look like we can get anything. And I believe this is where we're going to get introduced to combat. Just want to make sure that if there is anything to grab, we grab it here. So here are some rats. There we go. And sometimes they have little fur patches as well. The furniture and stuff you can kind of break up as well to get different scraps and stuff. I don't spend too much time busting up furniture, but this is the cool thing in the game. Things from the Lord of the Rings are listed here. So this is a sign of the Fellowship. Let's go ahead and click look. All right, so we can read the journal entry H for that, but all of the different places that are mentioned in the Lord of the Rings that they've put in here, there are different markers that you can kind of see for that. Okay, so now the combat, I believe, what did I do there? It was weird. Should be starting. All right. All right, so there's some orcs over there. All right, the orcs survived. And this is Westgate here. Where the class, I thought I saw some. Maybe I got them all. All right. It doesn't look like there are. I kind of remember getting into a battle back there, but maybe it's changed a little bit. Let's go ahead and come on over here. And this area, you see those torches over there? That's kind of the first place to set up a base. Oh, here's Eric right here. Let's get a nice kind of look here.
There's no way west. No way out.
I did not think we would see shadow-cursed runes in Moria. Our path, then, must go east.
Long journey. You must prepare. Up here, at that old dwarven camp.
You're right. It's time to find shelter before making our way further.
I will scout ahead. Stay alive.
With luck, we will exit the Timbrel Gate. For now, we must face the long dark of Moria.
All right, so there goes Eric to go ahead and sort this out. And now you can see that we have some orcs over here. We're going to go ahead and get into our first battle. Preparing for the long dark is kind of like just setting up your camp and stuff. And looks like they fled. So we're not going to be getting into battles with them. This area's got some really cool resources.
Balance Company. We can shelter here.
This is an outpost for Balance Company. We're going to go ahead and build up in this area. We have to rebuild this old camp, and that's going to be our focus for our first step. I do kind of want to, before we get into this, show off some of the things. That's cool that it's the sequel to Tears of the Kingdom. I'm planning on showing off some of the, what is it called? The Zelda games on this channel as well, so we'll probably be seeing some Zelda games here, and we can do roasted cranberries now for dinner, which is awesome. This is, I think, one of the only places that cranberries grow, so I do try to sort of hoard them because it makes it easier later, although you can do farming in this game. I'm kind of a bad base builder, really, so I try to have kind of a minimalist base, although I'm going to try to explore this a little bit more. All right, and so we're going to come on over here and then be prepared with your armor. Okay, thanks for the heads up. It's a little path right through here. And so, yeah, you can chop all of this stuff up. You'll get some arrows and things from there. And I think we have a Maznaken or something. Let's go ahead and get our torch going so we can see in here. Okay. towards the end of the game, I guess the end of the game for the first part of the game, not including the expansion, which there is a brand new expansion, $14.99 on Steam. I believe it's on Epic, and it's for PS5 and some other things as well. So you can get in a lot of different things. All right, let's go ahead and actually wrap these here, see what's inside. So here is metal fragments, and we have a build lore case plan. And let's go ahead and grab all of this stuff here. I'm starving, so let's go ahead and get our 5 in. And that's our mushrooms, so we'll eat the mushrooms. And here we go. Yeah, how is Pet Sim 99 these days? Let's actually get this crate as well. All right, have a warding abak now. And coming on up. I don't think I'll ever realistically have time for that. Oh, and then look up here. Here are some feathers right here, which is cool. If you look high up in different areas, you can find feathers throughout the game. So very cool that we were able to find them right here. And then we'll make our way on over and then start building up our base. All right, the last area to kind of explore and look around here is right up here. And we should be able to... the water is beautiful in this game. Really, really fun game. Come on up here. Get some scraps. Get a chest. Woot woot. And let's go ahead and take all of that. As much as we can, at least. We'll come back for it. Some more building materials. All right, now we're ready to go ahead and start working on setting this up. Our first area where we can mine is it's usually it's right over there. You can see it right over there. So we're gonna go mine that pretty soon. We'll work on getting a wall up as well once we start repairing. So first though, it's got a little light in here. Do we have? Let's rebuild our stone hearth. And we have just enough stone for that, which is cool. All right, there we go. So we can go ahead and roast some meat. It's noon, so let's go ahead and see what we can craft. We have mushroom stew. Let's go ahead and cook that. And then that's going to give us a perk, which I believe is more endurance. And then, so we need iron ingot to rebuild that. We need more stone. And then this is going to take a black diamond, which is quite a while. So also, oh, here we go. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of meat. Okay, and grab a little more meat. And then we do want to craft if we can. Let's see. Essentials of crafting. We can do a wood chest. So let's go ahead and build a wood chest so we have a place to dump stuff. All right. And then we also need to craft, let's see, a bedroll for sleeping. So let's put the bedroll right over here this time. And then we'll get out of here. Drop some of this stuff in here. And so stone we definitely don't need right now. Stone is important to carry around for quite a while, though. You'll want different stones because you do repair statues in this game in order to bring back the glory of the... keep the wood in there. Bring back the glory of the dwarves here in Moria. And you also, that's one of the ways that you can go ahead and level up your like equipment and stuff like that. So, all right, come on over here. So this is going to be a stove. We need steel, Kazad steel ingot, which is not going to be happening for an extremely long time. But looks like we have 21 ales left. So evening ale, let's go ahead and take a cup of that. And then here's Ori's Moznunkin, which is going to be one of the first Moznunkins that we can get around. And so let's go ahead and drink this. And then drink this. Okay, and then if we hold, we're going to sing a song.
His beard is long, his arms are strong, his voice is sure and stout. From mines he draws a stream of gold, from orcs he draws a shout. He sleeps as deep as ancient ore, his snores are mighty roars. Meets my bespell Durin, meets my bespell Durin, meets my bespell Durin, king of axes, king of dwarves.
I love that song.
Such a cool game. There's so much lore in this game about Lord of the Rings and the world and just the dwarf society as a whole. It is so fun. All right, let's climb with this. Yeah, thank you. I'm excited for this new channel. I think it's going to help my main Mr. Inquiry channel be a little more organized, and we're just falling down there. Yeah, I can't jump anywhere. It doesn't look like. Oh, it looks like we can actually jump over here. So let's go ahead and explore this. And here we have a chest, which we can take everything from there. We have Build-A-Lore shelves for planning. So we're getting a lot of cool stuff here. All right. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to be covering these games. They're definitely my passion, and love educational games as well. It's awesome to cover them. But this is kind of where my like main interest lies in. So looking forward to it. All right, so in order to finish this, we do have to go ahead and claim a bedroll. So let's go ahead and claim this one, and then we'll rest. And then I think our food should be ready. All right, so we are under siege here, so be prepared. Let's wait until they come in here. All right. The combat in this game is quite fun. All right. Oh, he got me. Couldn't see his arm. All right, this guy's trying to destroy my bedroll. Get away from my bedroll, dude. So we have a goblin here. All right. Oh, hey, buddy. That's a good block. All right. So if you block here, every single angle is covered, which is kind of cool because you do get yourself into some pretty strange situations in here. All right. Ah, man. Missed him. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab that. So we did survive, though, which is awesome. And we'll go ahead and clean this stuff up and keep on going. It looks like we can upgrade to Scouts Pack. So we got a recipe for that. And let's see what else we can craft here. Looks like roasted meat. What time is it? It's night, so none of that's really going to suffice very much. So we need iron ingot to build that. We need more stone. So I think tomorrow we're going to get more. So rebuild the furnace. Yep. So we need to go ahead and get more stone. It's too soon to. Let me see our storage situation here. All right. Well, yeah, we'll dump this stuff so we can get all of the stone that we can. There is a little bit of the fantasy elements of Elden Ring. Elden Ring is a very different game, though. That's all about the boss battles, from what I understand. So, but yeah, really fun game. And let's go ahead. Okay, so that's Scouts Pack. We already have a Scouts Pack. Okay, we'll put the Moznukin Actually, I'm going to keep the Muznuk in there. And then I don't think we can repair quite yet. Let's see, can we craft a repair thing? Let's see. Wood chest, hearth. Okay, yeah, we can't do that quite yet. So let's go ahead and come on over this way and just work on mining. We'll probably be okay without a sword. Let's find out. Or without an axe. Let's go ahead and actually... Yeah, we need metal fragments, cloth scraps, which I have over there. So, and then we definitely need a lot of rock here at the beginning. I feel like you don't quite need it nearly as much once you have that initial cache. So we'll go ahead and mine the rock as well as the iron ore here. And I'll start off with the first layer. And there's these awesome songs. And once you get to rock, you can't really get past that. So, yeah, I'm excited for Thanksgiving. I hope you enjoy the snow if you get some. So, you guys have already gotten snow there up in Minnesota, haven't you? All right. Okay, so we can build an iron ore pallet now. I guess I'm destroying the area up ahead, up above. Let's come on down here and see if I can not thwack through all of that. All right. So I'll have Ore Frenzy for a little while. Once you get Ore Frenzy, you don't get tired as you mine, which in this game is quite cool, because you do a lot of mining as a dwarf, you know. All right. We're just kind of getting through here. Probably don't have to get all of the rocks here, but we'll I'm gonna. So yeah, it looks like as far as the wood scraps, there we go. We'll pick that up. That stone. So we're not gonna get all of the rock, but we'll make sure we try to bring home as much of it as possible back to the base. That's cool. That's cool. You already got snow. Yeah, snow is awesome. I don't see too much of it in Florida, so. All right, and that is enough. There's some more wood scraps for us. So we can go back up over here. This is one of the first statues that we can build. We need to have an iron hammer. This allows us to access different recipes for crafting. So those are quite important to be able to build, which is one of the reasons it's important to carry around extra stone so that you can... here we go. Let's rebuild. So that you can, what am I trying to say? There we go. So that you can go ahead and repair those statues as you go. Okay, so now we have to craft and collect an iron ingot, and we actually need 3 iron ingot. All right. And we're going to need a whole lot more once we get the armor and everything. So let's go ahead and get that going. As this goes, what we can do is we can go ahead and... Thank you for liking the video. I appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you very much. All right, and we'll come on over here, and then the ingot, is it done? We have 4 ingot ready. All right, so now we can repair the smithy. This is the forge. All right, so... There we go. It's rebuilt. It's rebuilt. It's reforged, ready to forge. And then for an iron sword, we need 2 more iron ingots, and then we can actually craft the Iron Hills shield as well as the iron hammer. So let's go ahead and see if we can go and track those down. But right now, let's see if since we're here, we can go ahead and do the improvised axe. So we'll craft that, and then I will put the busted axe into here for right now. I never really use that again. I usually end up deleting it. So, all right. And let's go ahead and see if we can find a little bit more iron. I don't think there's any up there, but let's take a peek and see what's up there.
Perhaps we'll find its bones one day.
The voice dialogue in this is so cool. All right. You still liking school, Taze? Everything going well there? All right, so yeah, nothing to see. Oh, is that something I can grab, though? Nope, that's not. That is not. Okay. And then, is there a chest over here where I can get some stuff? I remember there being a chest here. Okay, it's not over there, apparently. Let's just walk over this way. Yep, don't see anything up here. And we'll drop down if we can. Looks like, yeah, we keep on trying to pull ourselves up, pull our way up. So let's go ahead and go this way. Then just roll before we hit the ground. And that's all good. Metal fragments. All right, here is Ori's Muznukin. I think it's always here. Some of the locations change for the other ones, but once I have 5 of the different carvings, I'll be able to go ahead and rebuild that, which gives me some special items, other things like that. Good. Glad school's going well. All right, and so look at that. That looks gorgeous. Oh, we're on top of it. Cool. All right. This is coal, which is used for the smithy. So this will be good to grab. And then let's go ahead and start singing. Awesome, awesome. So yeah, all of the Genshin Impact stuff and other things from my main channel, I'm going to start moving over to this one because this is going to be where I cover it all. So you'll slowly see some of that stuff disappear, and then other games, you know, kind of pop up. So everything is kind of the theme that I'd like for it to be. So yeah. But this game, Lord of the Rings, Return to Moria, its expansion released today. I got home late, so I wasn't able to download it and get everything sort of taken care of with getting it up. So this is going to be kind of like a playthrough that I play for the whole game. Our guy right here is going to be kind of like my live dude when I'm not covering the expansion. All right, got that little bit there. And then I think as far as rock, we're probably good. I'm probably not going to cover very much more of it. We do still need to find some of the iron. I believe we get some iron bars from one of these places, though. If I remember correctly, there's a chest in here somewhere. Now, what's interesting, too, is that the map always changes. Here, I don't know how to sit down. All right, looks like we can finally sit in this game, which is cool. Gonna have to watch that. I don't think we were able to sit before. If you know, though, please do let me know. All right, so this is all good to go. Here is King's Brew in case you want to go ahead and make this place your sort of domicile once you beat the game. And there is an alchemical sill there as well. So yeah, there's all of the end game stuff is there waiting to be rebuilt, which of course you can't until the end game. So quite cool. All right, this looks like coal. Is that iron? Let's jump up in here and see what this is. That's coal, yeah. Okay, so we're going to leave the coal alone. I don't think that we need too much of that. This is another place where you can go ahead and rebuild with the Forge is here. The furnace is here. Bunch of wood scraps, which we'll be coming back for. So yeah, some really good supplies tucked away around here. Okay, so those are wolves. I only have the pickaxe, so we're gonna leave those dudes, run away from them, and then see if we can find that iron, so we can finish that up. All right, we're coming along here. Looks like it's pretty much just... Oh, here we go. Let's see if we can...
I need a better weapon for this.
I do need a better weapon for this. Oh, you know what? I built one. Never mind. I don't know what I was thinking there. All right, so we don't have to worry about that because I did build a better weapon. All right, we're going to have to eat some mushrooms because we are starving. The little yellow bar is going to be your starving, so we'll eat this up. Did you play Pumpkin Fest at all, Taze? This guy, I can never. I have difficulty seeing when he's attacking just with my how close I get to him as I swing. But I really like getting that close, so I'm not too worried. I need to listen to them. All right, so there we go. There is another Muznukin. They have that, like, this light about them, which helps out. You're tired. That's what I thought. That's cool. Yeah, the rewards weren't as satisfying, I guess I would say, as the Starlight Festival. So no magic coin, and magic coin is okay. That looks like, yeah, iron ore. Nice. Hopefully the pickaxe doesn't go after I chose to attack with it. All right, and here we are. Some more iron ore. I believe we need like 9 iron ore to make 3 ingot, so hopefully this is enough. Should have been counting, wasn't counting. You're focusing on covering Fall Guys. That's cool. Made it to 1,000 crowns, and you made a video about it. That's awesome. Congrats. All right, it has broken, so hopefully we have enough. Let's take a peek and see. We can go over to our backpack, see how much ore we have. We have 11 ore, which should be enough. And then I think we're going to be working on repairing soon, which I don't know if... You know, we might need an ore for that. So let's go ahead and just... I believe we can craft a simple pickaxe. We can also craft a wood flare. Let's go ahead and simple pickaxe, craft it. And then just make sure we get as much... Oh, yeah, the updated map is really cool. So you can see the map and change it around. Everything is listed where it is. That's the doors of Durin right there. Really, really cool. Love, love, love the new updated map. So really cool updates. A lot of huge quality of life updates in this game. The map was one of the challenging things. Where is it? I thought I crafted it. Okay. Looks like we're going to have to go ahead and drop that. And then now we can craft. Now we should be able to craft. Unless, looks like we crafted it and dropped it. Okay. There we go. So we're ready to get this guy. So if we can reach this guy. Okay. I can't see your PFP. Is that from Toilet Tower Defense? All right, almost through this. So at the beginning of the game, getting as much ore as you possibly... I actually don't even know if this goes through. Let's take a look and see. There's a little bit of ore we can just hit right here. We might get like 1 ore out of it. We didn't, but that's okay. Let's see if this one goes through. I think this one might go through. And it does. Cool. So there we go. We'll expand out into that way pretty soon. No, okay. What is it? Yeah, I don't have any room for any more hide scraps, but we're collecting stuff pretty well, pretty quickly. Oh, hey, buddy. What's up? Okay, so they do like a rare before they attack. You broke my oaken shield, buddy. Man. Okay, so yeah, if you're waiting for things, looks like we're going to get into a fight over here. You can still parry with your sword, though, with your weapon. It's going to take extra damage, though. That guy's going to be facing the wrong way the whole time. And he did not drop anything at all. That may be the first time I've ever seen that. All right. So we're going to come on up here. And it is dusk, which means it'll probably be morning by the time we're done. We do want to go ahead and make sure that we have 16 iron ore, which is going to be 5 ingots. So let's get all of those loaded in. And then let's get a breakfast, I think, probably. Roasted cranberries. Get that started. And then we're going to take a nap, and it should be about breakfast time. All right, it's still the dark, which is right before morning. So let's come on over here and then forge an iron sword. We'll be able to forge an iron... Oh, iron ingot we have to pick up. All right. We have to add the coal and then craft it. And I'm all full. Totally forgot about that, so it just dropped on the floor. Let's go ahead and deposit similar. And then we have coal here. Coal there. Put the iron ingot in here as well. Iron ore, citrine, and then the amber. And that's about all that we want to do. Although I do want to go ahead and hold on to the stone now. Because we are going to start to repair some statues. All right, let's get the iron sword. And so now that we have the iron sword, we'll take the improvised axe. Put that over there. We'll... drop that. Actually, I might drop both of them because I'm not really going to use them again. And then we do have to craft another shield. So let's see if we can craft another shield. All right, and we have enough for the Iron Hill shield, which is awesome. Iron Hammer is going to take 3 of 2, but I want to get the shield up. So let's go ahead and craft that. And then we have to go and find some more iron ore in order to make this. But now we are looking... quite a bit better here, so feeling better. Don't want to hit that. That's giving us some nice light. And let's see, where do we want to go? Let's go this way and look for some iron over here. Oh, it's first light. I forgot to eat. It's going to be starving here in just a sec. Sometimes I get so excited I forget to go ahead and like take care of health and other things like that in these games. All right, cold is disappearing. Let's go ahead and eat our cranberries, which is perfect timing. It just turned on. So that's going to give us a little more nutrition and everything else. All right, so as we explore this, Durin's Gateway is where we're going to meet Eric next. So we'll go ahead and work on that. I think we should get a little more coal, though. Coal is really important for smelting and for forging. And of course, we want to sing. Just got an amber there.
Tail in my hand by the heart.
My pickaxe swings true.
All right. So now, when you unlock hordes and orcs, if you do the mining songs, there is a higher possibility of an attack. So that is definitely something to keep in mind as you go. All right, so we do kind of have to look for Muznukins as we... So here's a Muznukin right there. And we have 3. I believe we need to have 4 or 5 for Ori. So once we open that, we'll get some nice items. And they always have like a shine to them, which is nice. A lot of wood. Let's go ahead and take that and start collecting the stuff that we find here. All right, get the scraps. Oh, there's another level. Okay, cool. We're on like a second floor here. I forgot that. I was looking for the exit. Let's go ahead and enjoy some of this beauty here with the torch. All right. Yeah, this town right here is quite cool. Because we're in a mine, there really isn't a ton of natural wood sources, I guess you could say. This is the repair smithy. If I have 1 iron ingot, I can rebuild that. But I'll build one over by where I am. Oh, here there is another one of the Muznukins up there you can see. So we want to go into this building here and take a little look around. All right. And then we're going to make our way up here. Such a cool game. So this is Return to Moria. The expansion has just come out today. We're going to start covering that tomorrow. Really excited about that and looking forward to sharing that with you. And yeah, this channel is a brand new one. Appreciate the subs. We are going to be covering just games I'm interested in, and it won't be specifically educational, really. It's going to be more survival crafting, fantasy, other just random games I'm interested in. So no real age limit or expected, focus. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Oh, hey there. Hey, buddy. And there we go. Love, love, love that iron sword. Can't wait to have a sword, though, that, like, has, like, a little bit of a glow to it. You're not going to let me open that? Okay. Well, let's see what's inside. Quartz. Gold ingots. Nice. Okay, cool. It was good that we smashed that up. Let's see what this guy has. All right, power abka and wood scraps. As much wood as I can grab. Yeah, thank you. All right, and we got some more meat sources here. Yeah, it's so nice getting this. I'm not going to be able to grab all of that stuff, but that's all right. All right, let's look around for any Muznukins around. Doesn't look like it, so we'll head on back down. Somewhere. Did we, like, get ourselves trapped in here? Are you serious? Can we squeeze through? Doesn't look like it. That's awesome. Okay, so this game, the building is quite cool. I don't want a ladder. All I need to do is just make sure I have wood around me. And then build another one. It's V to build, and you can get your way out. So no big deal. All right, here we go. It looks like that's just about everything here. And I think it's probably a pretty good time to start making our way back to base. There we go. That's going to help out with visibility a little bit. Oh, we've already been here. All right, so this looks like this is a section we didn't come to, and then this is going to be the end of this area. All right, so let's go ahead and head on out here. Make our way back-ish. Yep, this is, I believe, is the place where I said I'm going to go ahead and grab all of this. And I don't think we need the meat, so we should be heading back right now. We'll see how many Muznuckins. We have 4 of them. So we'll see how many. Looks like it's 4 of 5, so we're missing 1 more. But let's go ahead and drop off everything here and see if we can make our first hammer, our first repair hammer. All right. That's going to be 2 iron ingot. I don't think that we have any iron ore really to use, so let's go ahead and deposit our similars. Make sure we bring these stones back over. Whole bunch of wood for us, which is awesome. I don't think we have a pallet yet, but yeah, I think 37 is probably fine. That gives us a little more room. And then we have quartz, which is awesome. Gold bar, gold ingot. And so, yeah, I think that's good right there. And then it is going to be late morning right now. So I think I'll go ahead and just craft roasted cranberries. And then we'll come back in just a quick second. I'm going to go see if there's some stuff. Always stay prepared with your resources. Yeah, it's very important in games like this to make sure you have everything. So let's go ahead and grab some Sunions while we wait for the food. And then also cranberries should be, yeah, cranberries are back, which is good. So we'll grab some more cranberries. Kind of like when I get to like the end game, I still have cranberries around from this first little area. I don't know why, but it puts a smile on my face. Okay, stopped there on the rock for a quick second. Okay, we are up here. And let's see if the food is ready. It is. We'll eat that before. Oh, it's noon, though, so we're not going to get a bonus. That's okay. Let's come on over here. Deposit similar. That goes away. And we'll make our way on over to get a little bit more ore. So we are here. That's where we... Oh, hey, we are also getting attacked. It's a good hit, buddy. All right, there we go. All right, we are right here. We're facing that way. There are 2 potentials, 1 here, 1 there. Love, love, love this new map. So let's move on over and see what we can find through those places. There we go. All right, always good to find some Sunions. And let's go ahead and bring some lights to here. I would love it if these stay on like permanently. I don't know. Okay, so we've already been here. Don't know if they do. But they didn't used to. I kind of feel like if that was one of the changes that they made, I would love that. All right. So we've already been over here. So we need to go this way. And that's a dead end for us. So we're going to come on over this way. That also is... Can we jump over this? Let's see if we can jump over this. All right, we can. Nice. Some more Sunions. So here's some places you can plant. I can go ahead and use this farm plot for like mushrooms, or I can go ahead and add sunions. And so, yeah, if you have something, you're able to go ahead and replant it, which is quite cool. Sometimes there's something useful in these here. Let's see. So we got time seeds. I never really have done farming too much in this game, but once I get my end game area set up, I definitely need to. All right, grabbing what we can from here. And let's make our way down.
I see prey ahead.
These are a lot. When you get to the Elven Quarter, those are going to be all over the place. Okay, so here is where we are looking to dig through, I feel. All right, so we're finding some stone. There we go. So many sunions. All right, there we go. That's a cool emblem. And so Durin's Highway is going to be over here. That's the next time that we're going to meet with Eric. And it looks like there's some mice over there. Grab some more metal. And let's see. Oh, you know what? Sometimes if you come to places like this, let's just see if this is one of them. And you chisel away this front area. That's not really coming off too fast, but there is stone inside. So let's see if we can go ahead and swing on in if there's a little... Here we go. Okay. And then we should be able to find some iron ore in here or something. Normally in these center columns, the thing that you're looking for that you need most is kind of located in this. So let's see. Definitely don't need any more stone right now. Anything? Nope, not seeing anything at all. So this is just an empty column, looks like. It's interesting. This is the first time it's just been like rock all the way through, but... Okay, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and leave this one here. Keep on looking for the iron. All right, Durin's Highway is going to be up over this way. Grab that wood. All right, grab the meat and the scraps. That looks like... That's coal. Okay, so we're going to leave that alone. Don't want any more coal. It's a very commanding place for a statue there. That's going to be coal as well. All right. Okay, let's make our way up here. What's inside? Don't really need any of that, but we'll come back and grab it later. There's more coal there. Ton of coal in this area. All right, that's where we're going for. All right, yeah, nothing we want. And there is the last Muznukin that we need. Usually there's like, I would say, I don't know, like 3 or 4 extra, it seems like. So you don't really have to find all of them. You just need to find enough to go ahead and satisfy them with Snucken. All right, so this is the gate to Durin's Highway. We can go ahead and talk to Eric here, and then we'll go ahead. Looks like this is another one for, yeah, that's another Ori's. We can go ahead and talk to Durin here, and then hopefully we'll find some iron somewhere around here. So let's go ahead and get our sword ready just in case anything comes up. All right, I want... that looks a little bit weird. There we go. Now it looks like they're chatting. Now it looks like they're chatting. Okay.
These shadow vents are almost as bad as those cursed runes.
Evil curses. Evil. Highway blocked. Must find
Understand, Taze.
Maybe we can get into the old mines and find a way back onto Durin's highway from there.
mines are close. Dig through. Find where to dig through.
All right. I will find the right spot to dig a shortcut to the mines. I will see you soon, friend.
In the mines.
All right, there goes Eric, and let's go ahead and come on over here. Glad I got this set up. It's nice being back on here. There's another one of Ori's, so we're gonna have some extra for Ori's.
Up from below.
Okay, so the shadow vents are there, and then this Lembas. If you ever find Lembas, you have to take it. It is extremely, extremely useful. More useful than the seeds for me right now. So we'll go ahead and take that. The other stuff I'll go ahead and leave. I've never really used the Abox. And then look at that, even another Ori right there. And let's make sure we can see what's going on. And we'll make our way down there. Well, you're almost to Thanksgiving break, which is cool. Okay, I don't feel the need to get those rats. We'll just move on out and then let me rest up a little bit. Oh, but are you coming after me? No, you're not. Okay. So if you stay in shadow too long, it starts to hurt you, so be aware of that. And then hopefully we have some iron in here. And 4 iron ingots. Yes. Awesome. All right, cool. And their torch is gone, so let's go ahead and craft another one. Yeah, wood, carrying around wood and stone as a dwarf in this game is quite important. All right, so those are going to be my mushrooms. Get your little mouse paws off of them. And then let's run on over here and take a peek. All right, here's a power word, which I believe you use these to... This is Shadows in Moria. You use those to go ahead and create your own ox or whatever it is. An ox. And let's make our way back over. We're going to head on back to base here. Which, since we just hopped in. Oh, hey, buddy. What's up? All right. So that attack where you like use the shield to like bump them, I think is really fun. All right, I have no idea where we came. Oh yeah, we did. I know where we came in. We came in up here by this statue. I walked out and I was like, man, this is really impressive. All right, so it's twilight, which means it's going to be getting dark here in just a quick sec. So we do need to kind of make our way back to our base. That's the mines where we need to go. And it looks like Gate to Durin's Highway is over there. Westgate is going to be over this way. So I think we're heading back towards Westgate. And you can see in the map, we're getting a little closer to that fire encampment. So can we make it up there? We can. Gonna wrap up in the living room in 10 minutes. Cool. Well, thanks for coming and hanging out. It's good to hear from you. Good to see you. All right. Get what we can here. All right. And there we go. Okay. Yeah, we'll be going on for, I think, probably about another hour. And I think we should be able to get to the Elven Quarter today. Okay, so here is the Muznucken. I don't think I have enough room, so I'm going to drop stuff off and then we'll come back. And then we'll probably go ahead and go out and see what we can upgrade. Okay, come over here, deposit similar things, and it looks as though it's time for us to go ahead and build yet another wood chest. All right. All right, that looks pretty good. Escape out of that, and then let's go ahead and move the rest of this stuff over. Lembas, I saved that kind of for the end. It's extremely, extremely useful. And then white bean seed, gold ingot, and then hide. We have our stones, and I might even go ahead and grab another stack of stones here, just to make sure we have enough. And then we're going to go ahead and forge our iron hammer. And then go take care of the Muznuckens at the same time, because now we can, super exciting, super exciting. With the Iron Hammer, you can go ahead and repair your base if it gets damaged or under attack. But we also go ahead and rebuild these statues. And then on the right, you can see Iron Hill's glove, 1 of 2. So we need to repair 1 other statue before we can go ahead and get that. Be able to craft the Iron Hill's gloves. All right, so let's go ahead and we can look at it.
To a family of old. I will return the missing figures. Honor them.
Then scroll down, place our carvings. The goblins are coming. So now we can open it, and then we have 20 coin, sapphire, 2 sapphires, 5 iron ingots. This is a craft plan for heirloom shield. Let's take all of it and then get out of here so that we don't... Okay, we're bad shape here. Pretty much surrounded right now, yeah. All right. Gonna get you two. All right, we need to get back, and we need to get in bed now. So, all right, so we were able to repair a statue there, and we were able to go ahead and let's jump on up over here. We were able to go ahead and open up the Muznucken, get some really cool stuff. So let's go ahead and deposit, and then we will sleep. Deposit similar here. Let's see what we can deposit in this one. Deposit similar. All right, and then now we just need to move our coin and then our sapphires over, and let's go ahead and rest, and then we'll cook some food, go see if we can get our more cranberries. All right, so it is dawn, so that's a good time to go ahead and make some roasted cranberries for breakfast, and then let's go ahead and come on over here and see what we can find. Grab those mushrooms since they're just staring at me. Doesn't look like the Sunions are ready, but our cranberry appears to be. There's one of them there. And should be one of them here then. Okay, cool. So I think they can grow up to 4. So if you grab early, then yeah, you're not going to be getting all of them. But if you have time, to go ahead and grab them. All right, let's make our way up here. And then get the cranberries in there. Grab our food. All right, a little bit of food going. And then the next thing that I want to do before we swing on over to let's go this way. Before we swing on over to the next area is to rebuild all of these statues, because that's going to allow us to craft the stuff that we need. So here we go. All right, a little slow for that guy. So here's one of the statues we can repair. Let's go ahead and finish off these two guys first, though. All right. And there we go. Okay. Make sure we get this stuff, whatever it is. And then we'll go ahead and rebuild this one. Okay, so Iron War Axe. We have one of two. I prefer the swords, so I'm going to continue to use the swords as we progress through. But maybe towards the end there might be some special situation where I use something different. But all right, so we're going to make our way through trying to get all of these statues built until we don't get anything for them. You know that you've built enough statues in an area once you start getting resources like coal or something else. All the talking is making me sleepy. Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying getting ready for it. So, yeah, I am chattering away here. And glad it's relaxing for you. All right, let's see what's over here. We're going to have to go ahead and switch over. And I don't think I went around this way. Sometimes the statues are tucked away just like this. So you kind of want to make sure you make your way around it. In this area, there are only 10. So Iron Hills armor, we have one of two for that as well, which is awesome. So you want to make sure that you make your way all the way around the outskirts of the areas in order to get all of the statues and rebuild them. All right, I think we're good here. I think we've already been this way. Let's come on into this area. This is a neat place. There's sunions that grow. I believe there's more cranberries to grab in this place as well. This is one of the farm plots that you can add 3 things to. Yeah, it looks like those are cranberries down there. And there's also some coal, a lot of coal in this area. There's another of Ori's Miznookins. So it looks like we have double here. So there's cranberries, and then we have some more here. And let's make our way through. Let's see what's over there. Just some really nice lighting. Love the lighting in this game. So what is it? The new update for this game, the new expansion pack, is on Steam. It's pretty tough there. Smashing boxes with our hands. And I believe Epic, as well as we have a Boost Abak, as well as some other places. I believe it's for the PlayStation and other things. So definitely check it out. You're able to go outside, so you're able to exit the Mines of Moria, which I think is really cool. Can't wait to get there. And we're going to start playing that tomorrow. Really looking forward to that. Yeah, I'll be covering this game tomorrow. I don't know exactly what time. My schedule's a little bit off, so I would love to cover it regularly and have like a regular time, regular schedule. But because I teach Fluffy, the homeschooling needs and homeschooling and her socializing and all of that has to take precedence. So. Yeah, so I'll be covering it as regularly as possible, and hope to create certain times that I do hop on for lives and everything. But I'll probably be getting a video out about it. Should have jumped there, but I was chatting away. I hope to get a video out about it sometime very soon. All right, let's go ahead and get these guys taken care of. Okay. I'm excited to have armor in this game. So armor adds like a blue health bar. All right, let's grab all of this stuff here. This statue looks like the orcs got to it. And here's one more right up here. So let's go ahead and build this. So yeah, I'll be doing videos on this. So Iron Hills glove we can now build, which is awesome. We can go ahead and craft those. That's really, really cool. All right, I don't need to fight that guy. Come on over here. Get our torch out. And then start mining through this. Yeah, I want to cover this as much as I got him. What were they talking about? Oh, hey, buddy. What's up?
This one's done in.
Okay. Let's see. Is that all? Is that all of you guys? Looks like it was just 2. Okay, cool. And there's another statue there. All right, cool. Nice and fast. Rebuild this statue. And now we can get the Iron War Axe as well, which is awesome. Okay, take the mushrooms, take the mushrooms. Okay, we're going to dig our way through here. Only a minute left for you. Well, it'll be nice to see you next time I'm on. Thanks for coming out and hanging out on the Mr. Inquiry Plays channel, the brand new one. All right, this area is really cool. So once we go through there, we are going to be in the mines, or the Elven Quarter.
Could be the shortcut to the mines. Time to dig.
All right, so yeah, we're going to be going back to there for the shortcut. I want to make sure I have all of the gear as we progress through, though. Have a good one, Taze. Nice chatting. Take care. So we just got the Iron Hills armor as well. See you next time. I appreciate you swinging in. Yeah, let's go ahead and see what is going on here. So we have some Sunyans. Some more Sunyans. Really nice look out there. All right, and let's see if we can jump over to this. Yeah, cool. Is it going to do anything for us? Probably not, but that was fun. Roll our way over here. I don't know why I put that away. All right. Okay, some wood scraps there. And let's make our way through. So Lord of the Rings has an update. There's another of Ori's Muznukken. There must have been like 10 of them or something. Has a new update called the Durin's Folk, which I'm really excited to start playing. I kind of got home a little bit late tonight, wasn't able to get the game sort of set up. So this is a brand new account that we are playing through. And tomorrow I'm going to take my main account and check that out sometime on the live. I'm going to be covering in this channel, going to be covering some of the survival crafting games that I like, fantasy games that I like. Return to Moria is definitely going to be part of it. And yeah, thanks for the likes, thanks for the subs. Appreciate that. All right, come on down, and then another Muznukken. And those are all for Ori. So We already have that. Here's some more stuff that you can go ahead and upgrade. Once you come back, that's the grist mill. We need 7 ironwood, which you don't get really until what the old end game was. So, all right. So here we are. We can close off this well. Got a chest. Have to take the lembas. Have to take the lembas. So we'll leave the white bean seeds in here. Oh, that's cram. Is cram new? A biscuitish ration that keeps good and serves an uninteresting chewing exercise, restores a lot of health. That might be new. Anybody know if that's new or not? That's quite cool. All right, let's go ahead and make our way over here. Yet another Muznukin. So we have 7 of them, and we used 5, so that's 12. All right, so this is where we're going to be coming back. There's another one over in that building over there, which... Is there a way we can get into that building? Let's take a quick peek and see if we can kind of, like, walk our way around. It looks like we have to get into the shadow, which I think should be okay for a little bit. All right, so here is the another area you can set up as a base. Oh, that's actually Durin's axe fragments. Super important. Glad we hopped over here and found that. That is going to be really helpful. And then that's another Ori. All right, am I completely out of room? It looks like I'm completely out of room. Okay, so I'm full with that. Super exciting. Okay, so we're in the shadow. Take a lot of damage if you get like shadow, covered in shadow. So want to avoid that. And let's make our way through. Head on back to base and take another little look around and see if we can finish up these statues before moving into our next area. All right. Check out the new map. So we have one way to go right over here, which we haven't been. So I might try to hop in and see what's over here before we head on back to our base. Let's see. Seems like it should be. I didn't even try to jump, did I? All right. Is it this way? It is this way. Okay. We are going to be back here in... Actually, let me get back to base. All right. Let's come on through here. Yeah, okay. So this is going to be an isolated room. There's no other way to get in or out. So let's... Basically what we're doing is we're just kind of running around seeing... And that does look like iron there. So let's check our backpack situation and see if we have room. We do not really have room for ore, so we're going to leave that, but I'll have to make a mental note of where that is. I believe you can mark in this game where certain things are on the map. You can like mark location, click X, and then I could put what would remind me that ore is over here. Oh, that looks kind of, that's rebuild resources. Okay, so let's go ahead and mark the location. And that should help me to go ahead and remember to come on over here and get that. And it doesn't look like there's anything straight down the side there. So yeah, we're like full here. Since we're full, I'm actually going to go ahead and start eating some mushrooms. There are a ton of mushrooms in here. All right, and then we have a damaged statue here. Let's rebuild that. All right. And so this just popped out iron ore and coal, which is kind of what happens when you finish it. I'm going to come back to this area before. So I'm not too... Let's get the Sunions here. I'm not too concerned with finishing up. So since we're all pretty much done with this, we're going to go ahead and craft what we can. And then probably come back and mine some ore on the way. Then we have to carry everything over, which I might try to do off camera for this. All right. Yeah, so this is the way that we went, I believe. All right, getting hit around here. There we go. Let's grab what we can. Are you serious? My sword broke. Man. Okay. So we need to go ahead and make it back to our camp here as quickly as we can. And then I'll need to come back and mine some of that iron. All right, so we're starting to head back. It's late afternoon, so I want to get back before it is night. And there we go. You can see Ori's Maznakin, which is always going to be sort of your sign that you're just about home. And let's come on back here. Rest up. I'm going to cook some dinner. I don't know if after sleeping it'll be too late or not, but let's go ahead and try it out. 43 seconds for that, but if we sleep, then it'll be done as soon as we wake up. I'll be right back in just a quick second. Going to go take a little break after we eat. All right, just one sec. All right, we are back and we are ready to continue. Let's go ahead and see what we can forge here. So this is the heirloom shield. It's a different style, a strong iron shield of a lost design. The Iron Hills shield, both of them are tier 1 bludgeon. And so crafted in the Iron Hills fashion, every young dwarf is taught how to forge, wield, and sled on one. Which is quite fun. So you can choose whichever style you want. The main thing that we're really interested in here, this is also tier 1 slashing, one-handed tier 1 slashing. So if you want to do the war axe, then you can do that. It doesn't really matter too much, but the two things you can craft right now are the Iron Hills armor and then the Iron Hills gloves. So let's go ahead and craft the armor first. We would need more ingot for that. And then the gloves we can craft too. So let's go ahead and craft those. And so here we are all ready to go into the next area. So that's awesome. So let's take a look at what we look like. So we don't have a helmet yet. We also don't have like pants, leggings, whatever, however you would like to say that. Those are not there yet. So let's go ahead and come on in here and then deposit similar. And then we're going to come on over into this area and then deposit similar as well. There really isn't too much that is similar. So let's put this here. Put that there. And then before we go over, so we're ready to just fire up our housing situation. We have 8 of those. That's crazy. I'm going to go ahead and just get all of this pretty much ready to go. So that we're going to go back, we're going to mine so that we can bring some of the iron ore over. But let's go ahead and see about crafting a repair smithy. So we do need iron ingot for that. So unfortunately, we're going to have to go ahead and wait. I probably should have crafted the iron sword first, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and pick up. Don't want the broken one. We'll take the impoverished axe here, and then we'll use that. So let's come on over to our inventory, impoverished axe, just in case. And then we'll go ahead and start mining in that mining location, and then we'll come on back. It's first light, so chances of an orc attack are quite low. And in order to get to that, we do need to go, I think, yeah, this is the way. Yep, yeah, so we want to kind of head down this way. Oh, and looks like we can repair one over here as well. Let's go ahead and get a torch out. More Sunions have grown back. And I kind of like to repair all of the broken statues. All right. Makes me think other dwarves would be proud. Okay, so whatever happened, I guess it dropped into me. And, okay, this is a dead end. So we can climb up here, do the same shortcut that we did before. Jump up. All right, going to leave that there for now. And then this is the way to go. Okay, we're gonna... We repaired you. You're done. That's where I dug out stone. Is there one over here? There was one at the top. I think I see him right up here. Yeah, let's get this guy. All right, and so we have three more ore, and then this is going to be gates to Durin's highway. This is where we're going, the shortcut to the mines. And so, cool. I don't think there were any by Durin's highway. If there were, that's okay. We'll forget about them. Pretend like there weren't. But that iron we definitely need, so we're going to make our way over to the iron. Let me go ahead and have some more of these. All right. And we can go ahead and put that away. Through here, I believe. Is this right? Yep, this is where it is. Okay. So build back the stamina. And I think this first pillar right over here, yep, there it is. Okay, cool. All right, hopefully our pickaxe lasts. And we'll sing a mining song here. Here we go. I do too. I do too. All right, so we are getting a good amount of ore here. There we go. Okay. And just about done. So yeah, I want to clear this vein out as much as I can so that when I do move the base into the Elvish Quarter, I'm able to do everything as quickly as I can. So spending a little bit of time here is going to help quite a bit. And okay, so the pickaxe has broken. So we're not doing any more. Although I think I can probably just drop a pickaxe and then craft another one. I should have the supplies. So let's go ahead and see if we can do that, so we can get all the rest of that stuff. All right, we're going to drop it. And then let's get to our crafting here. And simple pickaxe, we would need metal fragments, and I don't have any metal. Okay, so we're just going to leave the pick. Actually, we're going to take the pickaxe with us. And then, yeah, we should have enough. Let's just take a quick look and see how much we have. So we have like 47. So yeah, that's plenty. All right, we'll make our way back to camp. Go ahead and spend one more day there before we wrap this up. And camp is which direction? Camp's going to be this way. Okay. Looks like we have some more cranberries, so let's go ahead and grab those. Always want to make sure if you find some resources that you need to stock up on, you grab them. I think that in this game, playing through the game, you're able to find resources most of the time. Their end game, like mithril and other things like that, can be a little bit challenging, but I kind of feel like it should be at that point. All right, so yeah, we're going to come on right straight through here. And I'm just going to try to run through these guys. And once we get through this wall, we hang a left, I believe, and then we're pretty much there. So just take this on up. That's our first coal deposit. And there's the statue. There's Ori's Moznaken, which is great. We're just about there. Okay. And we are here. We are home. Let's drop our stuff off. First, we, of course, have to start with the furnace, getting the iron ingot going as much as we can. All right, so we were able to do 21 iron ingots. So let's go ahead and deposit similar here. And then we do need to keep some metal on hand, as we found out there. So let's put that back over there. And then Sunyans are at 99 already. That's crazy cool. So let's go ahead and move on over here. And then we have stone and stone. Sunyans, we'll put the next grouping over here. Coal is right there. I'm pretty happy with how quickly I was able to get all of this stuff up. So yeah, quite happy. Now it is late morning, so I think it's going to be evening by the time we wake up. So I'm gonna cook some dinner there, and then let's sleep. All right, we are up, and it is early evening, so we're going to get a bonus from the roasted meat. And then let's come on over here, collect this, and then we'll just need to do a little bit more. And then I'm going to go and swing on over here. It's twilight. See if there is any food that we can collect for our trip. There are different foods in the Elvish Quarter, in the Elven Quarter. So these Sunions and the cranberries, I kind of want to collect as many as I possibly can before we take off. All right, that's one more Sunion over there. And then cranberries. And we're good. All right, yeah. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the follows. We'll be covering more stuff here. And we're good. Okay, so before we go, actually, I'm trying to think whether I want to forge over to the no, I'm going to use the space. Okay. I was thinking maybe I'd want to wait and not build a repair smithy here, but I kind of feel like having a repair smithy at every single base that I've sort of had is probably the best way to go about it. So let's go ahead and build right there, and then we can repair all of our stuff. Iron improvised axe, don't need that. Broken iron sheet sword, we need to repair. Broken simple pickaxe, we need to repair. And then, cool. Okay, so now what I can do is I can drop that again. And then put that over here. I do like to have the sword in 1 and then the shield in 2, so let's switch that around. And then we'll grab as much as we can. And then get ready to head on over, which I think that making it over to our next area, to the Elven Quarters, is probably going to wrap it up for us. I want to make sure that I have coal. I want to make sure that I have stone. I want to make sure that I have as much iron ingot as I can, and then also wood scraps. Food is really good to have as well. And so let's make sure we have 99 Sunions. And then as many cranberries as we can, and anything else that's like absolutely necessary. Let's take a look over here, open up this one. Make sure we have as many metal fragments as possible. Oh, there's another iron ingot. So hopefully that's enough iron ingot to go ahead and set this up. Although I think I might have some more still cooking. Let's see. All right, so 6 iron ingot. Let's take a look. There's 1 more left. We'll go ahead and wait for that guy, and then we'll see. Okay, gonna eat some of the mushrooms just to get the health up. 1 more will probably do it, and let's just do 1 more just to get all the way up, just to be absolutely bloated here. And then that last one is ready. So we're ready to go ahead and set up our new camp, which is awesome. Okay. So we're in darkness. We need to make our way over to here. There are going to be some... My torch is going to go out here. Actually, let me just run past you. I'll just run past you. You're probably really upset now, but that's okay. And then we'll climb up over here. And then I'm going to make my way around. And this is where we head on through. Shortcut to the mines. Guess I'm jumping in the water here. Cranberries grew back. Just going for it. I really didn't even have much of an idea of where I was going there. All right, so we'll pull ourselves up, and then need to craft another torch really quickly. All right. just run through here. Don't feel like I need to fight every single thing. If it stops running, then it can just kind of, you know, do its thing. If it follows me, though. If it follows me, there may be issues. Alright, looks like we should be alright. Just want to see if anything was dropped by that statue, but it doesn't look like it. Add some fuel to that. Okay, so now we are going to dig through to the Elven Quarter. I love the Elven Quarter. On my playthrough videos, that's kind of where I am right now. And so, yeah, I'll be covering those, continuing those, and so I'm also going to be covering the new update for this as well. So there's going to be a lot of different things going on the channel. Yeah, let's come on over here, but there's a lot of exciting things going on in this game. All right, let's go ahead and craft here with a torch. Craft it. All right, get it up. And here is another symbol. It's going to be Elven Magic is what it stands for. And then this is a notice from the king. Let's look at that. The King's Order. So all of these you can read. There's amazing, amazing lore in here. And so we have to get through this. There you go. That's going to work better. Possibly. There we go. Okay. And we get some wood scraps. Inventory is full, though, so we can't grab any more. Here it is. This is so gorgeous here.
A hidden elven cavern inside Khazad-dûm? By my axe, what is this?
All right, so now we have to search for the mine's entrance, which I can't grab any of that because we are super full. But first what we're going to do is set up a base. And so for the base, we're going to come on over here. Elbereth's Blessing is very important. And this is going to be Narvi's Muznaken is going to be the new Muznaken here. And let's see, this is actually a different setup. The I guess this is first. All of the other places that I have been, this area right here has been before this area. The map regenerates and sort of like makes itself up. So each playthrough things are like a little bit different, which is quite cool. Okay, so we're going to be rebuilding. First, we're starting out with the forge. All right, so the forge is rebuilt, and then we have our furnace to rebuild. There we go. And then now we need to do the brazier. Get that lit and do this, get this lit. And then we have all of this wood. So we have some room for chests up here. And we do need to go ahead and build a few more things, though. We need to build, let's see. We have that was the hearth, wasn't it? No, that's the forge. So we have the forge. We have the furnace. We need to go ahead and build our hearth. And I want to go ahead and expand the hearth to the stone hearth, which is going to give us some more options for things. So I'm just going to cram it in right there. This isn't going to be the most comfortable space, but that's okay. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we can do. It is, what time of day? It's nighttime, so morning will be happening next. So let's go ahead and craft some cranberries. Oh, we need to build a meal table before we can do that. Forgot about that. And so I'm going to put the meal table behind, I feel. All right, camp meal table. All right, we'll build that right there. And then let's go ahead and build a trunk. A wood chest to store some of this. Okay, and since our pallet is here, let's go ahead and deposit all wood scraps there. And then we'll have to grab some before we go out just so we're ready to use it. And then let's move all of this stuff over. We'll do that. It's going to be a while before I can upgrade any of the new statues because I do need a steel hammer for that. So we'll be working on the steel hammer very, very soon. Here's the iron ingot. And so there are a few more things that we do have to add into this. Number one, I think, is the bedroll. So let's go ahead and get a bedroll here. And we will... Where do we want our bedroll? I think I'll put it right there. Okay. And so let's go ahead and claim it and then rest. All right, and there we go. So as far as... Let's make some food now. It's time for roasted cranberries, so that's good. And then for crafting, we have pretty much everything we can craft. Then I'm going to go back and I'm going to grab some more of the resources that we gathered. And yeah, we should be able to get a fair amount of stuff this way. All right, so 15 more seconds before we can eat. Once we eat, we're going to go ahead and take off and grab as much as we can from our old camp to our new camp. All right, so we're rested. We have the early bird and the early bird perk, and then we'll make it our way back to our camp. Grab as much as we can. So many new different items here in the Elven Quarters. It's very, very cool here. All right. I think we have enough of all of this, so I'm not really going to stress too much about grabbing any of that. We're going to just make our way back as fast as we can. Let's go ahead and eat a little bit. And grab as much as we can. I think I'm only going to do one, resource grab. I'll leave the others there if I feel like I need to. Then I'll go ahead and grab more. All right. And then through here is going to be home. And it's noon, so we should be able to get back to our next base before it's nighttime. Okay, and then we're going to come on through here. And this way. Okay, let our stamina build up again. Then we'll make our way through. Hello, welcome. We are covering Return to Moria. The new expansion pack has just hit. And so I'm doing a basic playthrough. I didn't have time to buy it today and kind of get it all set up. So we're going to be covering that tomorrow. Really excited. Such an awesome game. If you haven't checked out Return to Moria, definitely check it out. There is a lot of awesome stuff to do in this game. Okay, so the essentials that we need to bring to our next camp are going to be pretty much all of the food. Wood, definitely need wood. And then other items. The feathers I'm going to leave there. I don't feel like I need them right now, but just kind of a general smattering of stuff. As far as the crystals and gems and stuff, I don't think I'm going to be using them for a while, so I'm going to leave them here. And so we're gonna let's see. The lembas, definitely want to bring lembas wherever you go. Gold ingot, we're not going to use gold ingot for a while, so that's not like necessary. Cram, I don't think we're going to use cram too much either, but there isn't a ton of stuff. Hide is relatively useful. More sunions here. And then we'll make our way over. Say all of this stuff I'm just going to leave here, and we'll come back for it. But hide, I think, is going to be something that we use pretty soon. All right, yeah, that's good. And let's go ahead and just... actually, I don't even need to do that. All right, and we're off to our new base in the Elven Quarters. All right, here we go. Okay, so once we finish this, I think we might. I'm probably pretty close to wrapping up this live, but we'll see. If you want to hop on and say hey, please climb on in and let me know if you've played this game or if you've already played the update. I'm really excited to hear how the update is. So if you have any info on it, then that is much appreciated. Just a sec, my dog's chattering outside in the hallway and it's late. All right. Oh, she definitely wants to do something. So, yeah, I think once I get over to there, then we'll probably be wrapping up. I think I have to take her out. All right, and so after this statue, so every single time you play through, it's like procedurally, like done. So the maps are always different, which is really quite cool. Some of the things that have always been similar have changed here in this playthrough for me, which is quite cool. Almost blocked you. It was a little late there, dude. All right. Grab this stuff if we can. If I can grab this stuff, I'll grab it as well. All right. We are like full. All right, got them all. So yeah, unfortunately, my dog's just going to be chattering away a little bit. I'm going to make it back here. And then, I can pick up that. Anything I can pick up, I'm going to pick up. And then we'll drop it off. And this is the Elven Quarter, which is so impressive. So absolutely impressive. Like, all of the architecture changes. Everything changes, the plants, the trees. It's just such a cool, special world. And then we have some goblins and orcs and stuff sort of scattered around the map that we need to go ahead and take care of, which is really neat. So much lore is from Lord of the Rings is tied into this game. I don't have enough room to collect the Elbereth's Blessing, but you do want to collect that right off the bat. I love how Elbereth's Blessing is just right in front of our camp. So neat. Let's drop this off here. And then deposit all of the wood there. Come on over here. Deposit similar. Get the lembas over there. The hide scraps. And then we want to make sure that we have wood with us. We want to make sure we have stone with us in this game at all times. So let's go ahead and make sure that, hey, buddy, what's up? Let's go ahead and make sure we have a healthy amount of wood as well for building, climbing, and other things like that. And coming on over here, this is Elbereth's Blessing. We'll go ahead and collect 4 of them. 4 up here, see there's another Narvi's Moznaken, which we should in our next video be clearing out. But I'm going to hold on to that, keep that there. The Elbereth's Blessing I'm going to put right over here. And so yeah, that is pretty much where we are right now. Oh, you are just coming right over here, aren't you? You guys are all wound up. And so this area right here, The Elven Quarter is going to be where we explore, where we take a look at in the next live as we work our way through. I don't know how long it's going to be, but it should be at least 2 hours as we sort of play through. So thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subs. I appreciate it. We'll be back here with more. Yeah, Return to Moria, the new expansion, Durin's Folk. Has new NPCs you can interact with, NPCs that can come over to your base. Bunch of really, really neat stuff in that, and I'm looking forward to showing that off and playing that with you all. It's $14.99. It's on Steam. I believe it's on Epic as well. It's for the I believe it's the PlayStation and the Xbox, and I don't know if it's on Switch or not, but there's a lot of different ways to play it, a lot of different ways to enjoy it. So yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for the likes, thanks for the subs. We'll be back here. This is my brand new channel, so we'll be growing little by little by little and focusing on awesome games just like this. Have a good one. Take care, all. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.